Hello, testing, testing. I swear if the audio for this is bad, I am going to do something to somebody at YouTube headquarters. Why YouTube? Why is YouTube at fault? It's OBS. No, it's HyperX that's at fault, and it's the guy that sold me these headphones that is at fault. He that guy, let me tell you about that guy. He played me good because I was out here distressed looking for a new headset because back in the day I was streaming as well. I was taking the grind seriously back in the and I'm like this headset that I have is bad. It's ran its course. It's over with. So I walked to GameStop and tell me why I he sold me a broken headset, and he knew it was a broken headset because he said if it doesn't work, just return it to me. Why would you sell someone something and then tell him that? Tell him here here's this thing. If it doesn't work, I don't know. For me, I don't know if that's like out of the ordinary, but for me that just kind of it would just have some I will have some questions in my head if that was happening to me again. But I mean, these headphones worked. Ooh, that scared me. I anyway, these headphones worked wonders for me. They took me on journeys. They let me stand for what is right. They let me fight evil in the internet, and I'm happy. I'm so very very happy. Um, I don't want to say bad words because YouTube will catch me. They will catch me really fast. I want to be careful with that. So I don't know if I already said the name of the mini podcast. It's Bite. The podcast is named Bite. Tap in. It's free form, so there's no schedule, there's no time length, nothing. It's just all free form. This thing could be like 2 minutes, and that's the podcast. This could be an hour. That's the podcast. This could be 30 minutes. I'm gonna try at least 10 minutes because hilarious. Like I'm not about to drop a 5 minute. Like what the hell? At least more than 30. I think like 30 would be like okay, we're cute, we're cutesy. But then 10 is like you have to tap this number if you catch my drift. Anyways, let's talk about me because I'm important. No bad words, no bad words, no bad words. I keep on saying bad words. I keep on saying bad words, and I'm getting aggravated. Stop saying bad words, stars. Stop saying. Oh yeah, it's stars now. I someone took my name stars because when I started this whole ordeal, my whole empire, someone took my name. They took me of my birthright name, stars. I just wanted to handle a cute little chic stars name. That's it. But I'm over here having to settle with stars underscore underscore moon. Like, uh, it's it's a lot, but I'm kind of digging the vibe now. I'm kind of tapping into the. I like the underscore, like the two underscores. At first, I hated it. I hated it. It just looked ugly, the spacing. But now it's kind of campy. It really is campy, and I dig it very much. But whoever took my name handle stars, I will be coming for you because that is my birthright. I don't have any like legal authority, legal power. I don't have any legal grounds to sue you, but just know what you did is was wrong. Is wrong actually. It's in the present. It's not past tense. It's in the present. It's happening to me currently. Um, whatever though. So when I was making this whole potty, I was thinking about concepts as you do because you're not about to drop a potty without some concepts. So the first concept, I'm just gonna do them from the back of my mind because I have them in my notes. When I read things off uh, a paper, a screen, or whatever, if I read text and I'm reciting it, I'm gonna mess up. So I'm just like, I'm done. The topic that I wrote down in my notes was mind complexes and how they ruin a person and how they make them very, very miserable to be around. I've dealt with people that have major, major mind complexes in and out of my family. I mean, like, damn, girl, you are not a movie character. You are not in a show. You are not in a series. You're a human. Stop acting like you're this character. And For example, like the Regina George mind complex, like the Regina George gays, those dudes that they think they're over here. You're not that. You're not the it girl. You're a grown ass man with the sissy voice. Like it takes one to know one, but I'm just saying the truth. It's grown man status, but your mind complex is telling you that you're Regina George. You're not Regina. You have hair in your ass, on your ass, probably in your ass from the dude pounding. His dick pubes got in there. It's a scary situation. I hate my community. Sometimes it really pisses me off, but just mind complexes in general really, if you have one, like a god complex, another good example, like you're scary, you're a scary person, just be human, be normal challenge. Like I'm sick of these people. Like you're not better than me, I'm not better than you, just stop. But but genuinely, if you have a god complex, a Regina George gay complex, a victim complex, just stop, stand up, focus on yourself. Remember, you make your reality, you make your character. You know what I'm trying to say? And you determine if that's cringe or not. Don't be shy and say like, oh, if I act this way, like people are gonna make fun of me. People are gonna laugh if, oh, you're acting different. Why are you acting different all of a sudden? You didn't act like this before. But who cares? One thing, just don't act like the rest and don't have a mind complex. Don't be someone that you're not. Be yourself. Hello, hello. Because I could see right through the people. I know when someone is playing me, when someone is trying to pull the puppet strings, and I'm not trying to like sound like I'm high and mighty or this wise being that's always two steps. I'm not trying to sound like I'm this wise being that's two steps ahead. I'm not Nikocado Avocado, but it's obvious. It just takes some understand. Like it takes observing people to understand when someone is playing in your face, when someone is lying to you, playing with you, being evil to you, being angry, being all of the sorts of things, whatever. Like, if you really pay attention to facial structures and everything, you will be giving psychic. You will be, it's not that hard. Everyone could do it. And for me, for example, it works good in arguments when people are really trying to tap into my softbox and try to hurt my feelings. I instantly know what you're doing. I'm like, okay, stop. Like, stop, please. And it's not like, oh, I'm better than you. Like, I know what you're doing. Haha. Like, I'm too. No, it's not. It's just you're you're acting a fool. Like I'm watching a play right now. You're acting a fool, and I see all. I have that special ability. I have that power. Everyone has that power. I just activated it. Activated it. Ooh, activated. Anyway, this next topic. I've been trying. Yeah, I have been trying to look for a job somewhat, and it has been a pain in my rear. It is so hard. Indeed, I need to talk to the person who created that application because why is it so bad? I cannot find a job. Tell me why. I am, let's say I'm in Long Beach, California, and I'm like, let me look for a job nearby. Indeed, download Indeed, boom, I want to be a server. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Why am I seeing Beverly Hills? Why am I seeing the other Los Angeles areas that I don't know? Um, Malibu. That's close to Long Beach, but still, it's still a drive though. It's a drive. Like what I'm trying to say is that Indeed, what are you doing? That's what I'm trying to say is what are you doing? I need my neighborhood jobs. I need local jobs. Why do I need to be Taylor Swift taking a fucking aeroplane across the nation to get to my job? Indeed, give me a job. Give me a job. I need a job. At this point, it has been so long that I would do anything, sort of, because I do not want to work at McDonald's. So I would do kind of anything, but you cannot pay me to work at McDonald's because I had one friend, not friends with her anymore. but she worked at McDonald's and she despised it. She said horrible, horrendous things. But some good was at least gained from that experience. Well, at least for me, because I now know what causes the beeping in the McDonald's machine because of her. So her trauma, her trials and tribulations in the McDonald's establishments, um, answered my question that I have been having in my mind for years, years and years and years and years. So shout out to her. I hope she's well. Um, I hope she doesn't think about me because I don't think about her and her boyfriend. She no. Can I wake that up? Let since this is the podcast. Um, this is also related to the job too. Since we're on the topic of the job, I used to work at a theater, and in this theater, I would be giving people the food. Mostly, that's it. Just running food to people. It was a dine-in theater, and I would just be running food to people. And I made two friends. One was that girl, and the second one was when she got a boyfriend, which was a coworker of ours. And that was like somewhat like I think 2 months in our friendship, I think. And she got with that man. And let's just say I was at fault because I kind of did help with like, get them together. And there's nothing wrong with getting them together, even though like it did become a toxic relation. I'm like not trying to spread their shit, but um long story short, the guy was just rude to me. He was not really a friend, and the girl, she didn't notice that her literal boyfriend was like bullying me right in front of her. But I don't want to be like caught up on it. I I I'm not caught up on stuff. I just like talking about old things because I like rehashing stuff. It's just like it feels like tea time, party time, like ooh, like gossip. I mean gossip time, like tea time. What the what am I talking? What am I talking about? Like gossip time. Like we got our little teacups. Like ooh, like let's rehash beef that we talked about before. That would be so fun, wouldn't it? I I I love doing that and doing it repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. But talking like I like when I talk about it in a different tone and I see different perspectives of the story. I'm like, ooh, so that's when it gets good when I do the repeated, repeated. But yeah, I like rehashing old beefs till the day I die. What's an old beef that I could rehash right now? A really old beef. Oh, I have. It's not really a beef. It was just like a weird thing that happened. Kind of a beef. Like we, me and this kid when I was like in elementary. I forgot what grade, but elementary. We used to be like this, like this. We would literally hold hands. I I fear that he's like right now, like at this present moment as I'm filming this, I feel like he's laying with a dude. I'm just guessing because why were you I mean, we were kids, like we didn't know, but like there's signs cuz I had signs. So, but that wasn't one. That definitely wasn't one. We were best of friends. We were holding hands. People would call us gay for holding hands, and we would shout at them like, "We're best friends." We would clear them. We would clear them, and it's honestly sad that we were in elementary school, and the kids were saying that. But whatever. We dealt with them, me and him, when we were besties. But I don't know what happened along the way. We just randomly hated each other, just randomly. From what I could remember, the beef didn't seem real though. Like when we hated each other, it seemed like we were playing, kind of. Or at least from what I remember, like I always saw him talking to me like smiling, even when we were like, it felt like we were play fighting, like play arguing. So maybe I randomly hated him and he thought we were playing around. So if that was the case, if you're out there, if you're late, like stop laying with the dude and answer my question. Did I randomly hate you? If I did, I am sorry. Okay, go back to laying with your dude now. I could talk about that theater again. That workplace was just so bad. It was scary bad. It was toxic. People wanted to be the boss of this person, of that person. Oh, take this, take that. And I'm just like, girl. I'm just like, girl. I'm just like, girl. I'm just like, fucking girl. You are being paid $17 an hour. You are being paid $17 an hour. Like, I understand if you're getting frustrated and because the other coworkers are adding more workload onto you. Like, I understand that. But when workload is not being added onto you and you're still getting mad and you're getting all paranoid and you're acting like the boss when you are being paid $17 an hour when you were right next to me sitting right there at orientation, you're over here like, do this, do that. No, that's the thing is, sadly, that is just not how it works. I'm going to need to see your paycheck, and if it is higher than mine, I will be all right with calling you boss. I will be okay with calling you my employer. And also if you deliver my checks too. If you deliver my checks. But if you don't do those things, why am I listening to you? You know? And this goes outside of work. If you're not my employer and you're not paying my checks, why am I listening to you? Why? It's confusing. I need to get an employer and I need to get a check. I need to. Also, since we're doing the potty, can we wake up how I stutter every chance I get? I cannot form a sentence, and I think I've been tapping into my mental for months now. I mean, unemployed. Like, what else am I gonna do? That's the only thing I could do is just tap into my mental, or else I'm gonna go insane. So I've been doing that, and I've realized that a lot of things that I do are things that a lot of things that I do are a lot of things that I was forced to do, like forced upon. Basically, I was scared into doing them. The way I act in public, the way I interact with other people, and it was because when I'm not trying to like victim portrait, but like it was giving that, like it was like, I'm not trauma dump, but yeah, um, and I feel like that's a direct tie to my stuttering. That is why I stutter. It goes all the way back to those moments, and I have to realize that that doesn't exist anymore. I mean, even back then, that didn't exist because I should have stood up for myself, but I didn't deserve that, obviously. Because if that just sounds like I'm just blaming myself, like, oh, you should have stood up for yourself, like that. No, I'm not trying to blame myself. Like that happened to me. I didn't deserve it. In the future, I need to defend myself because even now, sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do because no, I'm done. It's just over. I'm over with it. I'm another thing. Since we're doing the potty, don't stand for people's BS. It is so tiring. It like I this. Oh, I'm not trying to make this trauma dump, but like younger, when I was younger, I would do that. I would do that, and now it's just bleeding into the present because I never knew how to stop. I never knew, and I finally tapped into me realizing that I've been living in fear for 19 years of my life. It makes no sense how it took me this long, but it took me this long. And yeah, did I mention that I had a therapist appointment at on June the 4th, but they canceled on me? Since we're doing the she canceled on me. The therapist canceled on me because she had a family emergency. Okay, valid, I guess, valid, but I was punished for it because my my therapist appointment was pushed back all the way to March. March, I don't even know. I forgot the date. They're gonna have to call me back. I do not remember what day in March, but I hope it's not my birthday in March because my birthday's on March. But she had a family emergency and I got the penalty. My my appointment was treated like I missed it and it was pushed back. It like what? And she told me she gave me a little handout and said, "Oh, there's an appointment on Monday, and if they don't show up, you could take it." This needs help. This needs help. I understand like there's they said that they only have one doctor, so I'm gonna give them some grace. But That's still not fair. Like I could say that that is not fair because that truly isn't fair. It my appointment was treated like I missed it, like I did something wrong. I feel I feel like I don't know. I do. I do. Anyways, so I'll be waiting until March for that. Rude. How do we like this? How do we like this? I like the dark vibe. I purposely did it like this. I went into the settings and made it a tad bit darker. I have a light blasting in my eyes. It's just boom, star. I'm giving star. The idea behind it, another idea behind it, was that I was like this comforting voice, like in the dark, you know, because streamers and podcasters they tend to be that something that you just play like randomly in the back. So, and I also like constantly needed that too. I needed that shit a lot. I will randomly not even catch myself be playing a podcast, be playing a Twitch stream in the background. They don't realize that they are heroes in the dark. But shout out to them. And that was the idea behind that. Oh, since we're on the topic of my um theater and I keep on talking about it, right next to that theater was this other restaurant that I wanted to apply to, and I heard around block that they were hiring people from that theater since it was so close, and since you literally do the same exact thing, it's not different at all. And it was the same position. I was a runner there, and I wanted to be a runner there. I did the interview. I did everything. I had a bad outfit. I, in the back of my mind, I kind of knew that that was hindering me. I knew that that was hindering me a little bit, but still, my interview was good though. I answered everything nice, and they literally could have walked down and talked to the manager to confirm everything I said was true because it was. It was. They could have even asked if, oh shit. They could have even asked if I was a good worker, and they would have said yes. The manager that got fired could have said yes. She's not there anymore, so she can't vouch for me. Also, that manager, uh-uh, the way she lied directly to my face about that job, but rehashing OT, rehashing OT, rehashing OT. Anyways, I blacked out for a second, but to continue that story, me and my friend, we wanted to go to that theater. Oh yeah, they didn't hire me. They didn't hire me. They said I didn't have enough runner experience. The only job I ever had was a runner. So if I couldn't do, if I wasn't that, then what was I, right? But yeah, I rang the guy up. He had his number on the email. I rang him up. He didn't answer. Pussy. And yeah, they also had me wait. They interviewed another girl at the place. She left. I waited after she left for 30 minutes. I wish I was exaggerating. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I called the guy. I checked the email, and I called him. I'm like, is anyone coming down for my interview or stuff? He came down, and to his face, I was just like, I feel disrespected because that was just, that was this. And guess what? He disrespected me again by saying that I didn't have the experience when that was my only job. So it was just disrespect on disrespect for me that day. It and my friend, she really wanted her payback. She wanted that lick back, and she wanted me to join. She printed out a bunch of our resumes that we made, a lot of them, and I think we were just gonna hand them out like there. I don't know what the plan was. I was just saying yes. I was her yes man, and I was just following. So tell me why I pulled up at the parking lot to the building to do the thing with my friend, and she's working. She says she'll be out. I wait. I'm waiting. Keep on waiting. Text her, check up. She says, "Oh, I'm almost out." Cool, cool. Wait, keep on waiting. Damn, I am waiting a lot, don't you think? I am waiting a lot, don't you think? I I I text her. I'm like, where are you? We're supposed to do this plan that I don't even know what's about. Like, we're supposed to do it though. Where are you? And She just said she's really backed up in there, and I get that, but like you said at this time, and I'm not that close to here because you know where I live, and you said that time, and you knew that I was pulling up over here, so and you could have just walked out because we've done that before. Me and her left like hours, like I think like 2 hours before we were supposed to leave once because we didn't care, we weren't bothered, but apparently that day she was really bothered and she didn't want to come out. But I love her. I love her. If she sees this, she won't, but if she sees this, I love her. I thank her every day for this iPhone, and she is still my friend to this day. I just, I mean, I'm valid for being mad at that. That was not cool. That was not cool. I should have said that wasn't cool, but I just since day one, arguing is not the thing that I'm into. It's people find arguments. They thirst for them, and it those people scare me. I see those people. I see those people, and they scare me. It really is scary. Like how what what part of your body feels good when you argue? Genuinely, is it like this thrill thing? Is it the tightness in your chest from all the anger that you like? Is it that? Why do you like anger? People find and run to anger for all their problems so much. Like, why? Like, it's not a comfort place. It's not a place to be comfortable. It makes you annoying. It makes you not likable. Please realize that. Like, you're not. This goes back to my mind complexes. It really does go by. Like, you're not better than anybody else. Like, just be normal. Why can't you just fucking be normal and react normally? Just react normally. I talk like this, you respond like this. Why do you have to? Yeah, and this is a response. Ooh, this is the episode 1 trauma dump episode. What? Hello. But honestly, it was gonna get to that point. It's the trauma dump episode, the episode, the but episode, because I just keep oh the because we're doing the podcast episode. I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race right now, like everyone else in America. The most recent episode, it ticked me off just a little bit. It kind of did. I mean, I don't know what has been going on with the Snatch Games recently. Like, literally, in almost all of the franchises, they are going down. They're going down. In the most recent season of Canada's Drag Race, that was horrible. Everyone did bad. Like, everyone did so bad that Sumo won. Like, girl, like with that high pitched voice. Thank you, Brooklyn. Like, girl, please. But shout out to her. She needed something. She needed that win. Now going on to the main series. Tell me why it's also the same thing. Why is there 4 people that are funny? It should be everybody. Everybody needs to strive to. You know that this is a challenge. You know that this is coming up. This is a challenge that you have the most preparation for. And this is season 4 argument. They had a whole argument in that Untuck episode, bro. This season 4 episode, they were arguing with her. I forgot that one girl's name, but I think she like abused her boy. That's not funny, but it's just I laughed because it's just a random thing to say. But that's the only thing I know her for. It's like she got canceled because she like hit her man. Why have so many drag queens been canceled on that show? And they've been canceled for like crazy acts. Like it's not like, oh, I said this. I'm sorry. It's oh, I'm going to lie that I'm this person, get you to a set, record you, make you really uncomfortable, and use that footage for my own pleasure. Like, why is that the cancellation in Drag Race world? It's scary. Why can't drag queens get canceled for something normal? Trixie, get canceled for saying the N word. Please, I just need some normality. I need some normality. And the Snatch Game, the most recent episode of the Snatch Game, did not give me that. Why are the judges praising Lexi Love for doing bad? It makes no sense. You did bad. Like, yes, it was funny. I get it, but you basically gave up. That's all you did. You gave up. And I love her with all my heart. I want her to stay longer, but I like a fair game, and that wasn't fair. That wasn't fair at all. It wasn't. If there is a lot of cuts in this potty, it's on purpose because I stutter a lot. I mean, you've realized that I've said but I repeat my sentences a lot. So, there's a bit of a stutter situation here. And I'm also in a really packed house. So if you hear crazy people, crazy sounding, scary, people that you think are threatening, those are just my family members and I'm safe. For the moment. But I'm fully accepting it. This episode is the trauma dump episode, the rehashing old beefs episode, because right now my life is at a very much standstill. It's not there's not nothing exciting happening right here right now at this present moment. So the only thing I can do is rehash old stuff and or get angry at a random thing that doesn't even associate with me. But why would I do that? I want to be the main character. So, why am I all of a sudden going dark? Going dark. Going dark. Going light. So, I just got back from a walk. I was editing this podcast, even though it wasn't done. With my work, I just get really excited to the point where I rush things. It's happened so many times with the music I make. It kind of I get annoyed at myself. I get angry at myself when I catch it because sometimes when you rush work, the work tends to be kind of unfinished. I'm also trying to find the sweet spot of this mic because the reason why I went on the walk is because I'm suffering from a rebound headache right now and I'm not living for it. I hate it. I wanted to talk about why the body plays too much. Why is it playing games with me? Just why? Wait, why is this mic playing games with me? Is this the sweet spot? Can y'all hear me? Why does the body play too much? Why, when you take painkiller one day, then painkiller the next day, next day, next day, then the next day, boom, rebound headache. Why does that happen? I think I'm suffering from a rebound headache because I'm too much. And I don't know. I try to Google if it does that, if that's what it does. I couldn't find anything. So I don't know, but I don't want to play with my head. Like when it comes to my head and I feel something, if I feel something right here in my head, I instantly think I'm having a coma. I'm like, oh, coma. That's also another thing that my body plays about. Like my body jokes too much with anxiety. It's like let me be anxious right now. Let me be anxious. Oh, you're talking to your mom about fish? Okay, I'm gonna raise your heartbeat to 10,000 miles per hour. How about that one for a fucking change? No, I don't like that, brain. How about no? How about no? So, long story short, the body does play too much, and I am sick of it. I am sick of this rebound headache. I I'm assuming it's but my other guess is I'm cracking my neck. I'm a neck cracker, and no, I'm a cracker like through and through, through and through. I crack here, I crack there. Every bone in my body has been popped. I know how to give myself satisfaction when it comes to bone popping. I know how to do it, baby. This mic is gonna piss me off. So I don't know if it is my neck that is doing that, like my neck cracks. Is it that? Is me cracking my neck causing my veins to swell up in my head? Because I've seen Zach D, I want to send a big middle finger out to you because every time I watch your videos, I am so scared shitless. You put fear in me. How? You have so much power. Where do you learn these things? How does he find this information, these facts? It really makes me realize that this world is scary, that this bubble can be popped, but Anyways, Zach D talked about how cracking your neck can be dangerous and how it could give you a how he talked about this story about this woman, I think. Yeah, about this woman. She went to a literal chiropractor, a professional of popping necks, of popping bones in your body. That chiropractor failed her and caused her to have a coma and be paralyzed for the rest of her life. And she tried to sue. Girl, what are you gonna do with that money? What do you, buy a new dress? You can't fucking move in it. Like, but she tried to sue them. I'm assuming she won the the case, but I mean, at that point, honestly, I would do that too if I was her because I'm so petty. I am so petty. I would want my leg back. One of my biggest fears is being paralyzed, and best believe if you make that fear a reality, I am going to make your life a living hell. So guess what? This paralyzed person is going to take every single penny. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So shout out for her. Shout out. I love her. I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know her name. I need to watch that video again. But crazy story, and that's why I think that's another reason. So it's either this or it's my neck, just me cracking my neck, and I need to stop. Stat. But anyways, I hope the audio for this portion was nice. It was hearable. As you could see, I'm like holding the mic so like I'm trying to find this sweet spot. Like I'm like don't I cannot make a scary face right now because I look like I'm in a horror movie. Let me not. I look like I'm in a horror movie. The light is messing up. I need to adjust the settings. It is time to wrap this up. Bite has officially ended. You have watched Bite.